Hey guys, welcome to Coaching with Chris. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I got to say, I'm pretty excited today because I'm going to bring on the man that really truly changed my life. There was a time about 14, 15 years ago, I was lost, I was broken, I had no plan, and really truly, just to be honest, I was going to get out of the mortgage business. Like I was like, okay, I'd sold my company to this bank. I'd done my thing. I've almost completed my 5 years. I got to go do something else because I am sucking at this. And so I end up in Las Vegas, guys. I end up in Las Vegas. I don't even love Las Vegas. I end up in Las Vegas and I listen to this guy. And I'm sitting in this stage area and about 4,000 or 5,000 people sitting in there. And I feel like he's speaking right to me. And I'm like, he's talking about all these problems and giving all the solutions and plans, and he's making it simple. And I run to his booth and I said, I have to have Rick coach me. And they're like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I go, I don't care how it works. I have to have coaching. You don't understand the spot that I am in my life. And at that time, I didn't make very much. I didn't close very much. And I was being this non-producing branch manager. And I thought that that was my future. And then I entered into this program and literally year after year has changed my life. Not only in income, but in savings and in leadership. And guess what? I got to say, I don't know where you're at in your life, but I am still a work in progress. I am still trying to get better. I'm still trying to work at this thing. I am far from perfect, but this guy holds me accountable, tells me what I need to hear, even when I don't want to hear it. And I'm not very good at that sometimes. He'll tell you that. And I just can't leave because I am broken and I just got to continue to be better. So my coach, Rick Ruby, thanks for being on Coaching with Chris today.
Hello, Chris. What an honor it is to be on your podcast. And I'll let the audience know I've been coaching for 25 years. I always carry about 400 high-end clients that do over 20 million, that pay me 40 grand a year. And Chris is in the top 5 of all-time clients I've ever had. And I've got so many people that have gone on to make 10 million, 20 million, 50 million a year, Chris. I've had some of the biggest, brightest people in the world in my program. Your top 5 of all-time students I've ever had. Now, I will tell you why. As tough as you are and as hard-headed as you are, eventually you always come back to the point that I'm the coach and I'm in charge. And I think that is the start of this podcast, is who is in your head and whose authority are you under? Do you agree with that?
I agree.
And I think that you have decided to be under your wife, Shalise, my authority, and God's authority. You agree with that? Now, if you make me happy, is the bank happy with you?
Yes.
Because I want you to do a lot of loans, be good, close on time, get a lot of new clients. So you have to have somebody whose authority you're under, that's good for your company as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you can't have too many people in your head. Why?
Too many voices. Too many
people
trying to direct
you. The beginning of our podcast, Chris, is who's in your head. Like, who are you surrendered to? Whose authority are you under? Is that what's been the basis of our 15-year relationship?
For sure. 100%.
Now, why do I lose so many clients over the years, after years and years? Why are they not with me 15 years like you are?
I think they get to a spot to where they feel like I could do it by myself.
Or they know it all. Now, how important are the basics?
The basics are everything.
So listen, I teach a VIP program for everybody, right? You have one, I have one, 40 people on a list. My list 160 years as well.
80.
Cool. I acknowledge all their birthdays and anniversaries, correct?
Yes.
Do I ever miss yours?
No.
Cool. What's my next question?
Well, I feel like let's talk about that. But
let's talk about that. Saturday was my 23rd year wedding anniversary, which is a pretty big deal. You and Shalise have been married how long? Like 28 or 29?
32.
32. That's a big deal, if you agree. Celebrating somebody's marriage and their birthday as well. So I have 37 coaches that all make between 1 and 10 million, correct?
Correct.
all love me, all been with me 10 years or more, correct? Only 11 acknowledged my anniversary. So what is the real secret to life? Doing the basics better. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I probably what? Do the basics better than anybody else. Do you know why?
You stick to the basics.
Do you know why though?
Because who's in your head?
No, I have a low IQ. I'm not good looking. I'm not very charming. See, the only way I could have ever won was out.
I don't agree with that, but I hear what you're saying.
I'm like one of those really short, slow wide receivers that catches everything. Does that make sense? I'm like Puka from the LA Rams. I'm undersized. I'm not very fast, but I win because I've had great mentors. So I've had about 8 mentors, Chris, that have really changed my life. Like my current mentor works on my Christianity and my leadership, and he's rock solid, and I've had him for 12 years. When something's going well, stay with it. You agree with that?
Yeah. What do you think is one of your mentors have said to you recently that made you think of a change or something that's impacted you? Because someone that like you impact so many people, but like what has someone said to you that's impacted you recently?
Less flash, more humility.
Hmm.
So as you make a little money, you want to be what?
Flashy.
So I built a dream house. I just sold it for $15.5 million. I set the record in the state of North Carolina. I moved into a 2,300 square foot farmhouse on my 135 acre farm. Now I'm going to build a 6,000 square foot house, but you don't need a 12,000 square foot house. Now, because you have the money, we tend to do those things. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So my mentor told me to simplify my life, focus on humility and the basics. Does that make sense? Something that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Just because I have a ton of money doesn't mean I need to be so splashy and flashy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, do you agree as people make money, as you have flash, it's part of what you expect to get out of the money?
I've definitely fallen down that road.
I have too. And now I'm in that point where it's like, I don't want to be flashy. I don't want a lot of people to know who I am. I want them to like, wow, Rick's great, or wow, Rick's made a real difference in my life. What do I prefer? How you introduce me? Rick's made a real difference in your life. That's what I want to be known for. So I think your values change as your income and asset level changes. Do you agree?
Yeah. A lot of people are listening and going, is I don't know. I'm scared of coaching. I'm scared of accountability. Like, what would you? And I'm going to you. I know you're tough. You've been tough on me, but you've been kind to me. You've been there for me when at my lowest points. But like, what do you tell somebody that why they should be in coaching?
Well, can you go to Disneyland from Sioux Falls, Idaho, without GPS?
I can't.
Coaching is what?
Direction.
So you give me a vision, I give you the steps, I hold you accountable to the steps. So true coaching is like in sports, coaching is to win. Got it? So you want to win the high school championship or the college championship or the NFL championship. You hire coaches to get the most out of your players. So here's what I will tell you. When people surrender to my authority and they play for me, they break record. If you look at all the great owners, matter of fact, if you look at all the people that are in the coaching business, they all spent 10 years as my students. All my competitors spent 10 years what?
Coaching for you.
As my students. And I think that I'm honored that so many of my students have gone on to be the coaches in the mortgage business. They're just not very good at it. What's my truth?
They're not as good as you.
Like, listen, here's what I'll tell you. I was in the broker world for 23 years. I think the broker world is probably the better model than the lender. Even though I'm a lender now at a big company, I think the broker world is a better opportunity to run a cleaner, leaner, more profitable business. I think that every broker out there has to have you as a wholesaler. Do you know why?
Why?
You're personally involved in their business. And here's what I will tell you. I think Rick Ruby and the core are better coaches. I think Chris Vincent and Windsor is a better wholesaler because I run the core and I'm very active. You run Windsor and you're really active. Now, my guy runs his retail mortgage company and he's the best retail mortgage company because he's very well active. So I think, like you said something earlier, that I made you go back in production. I make you talk to your wholesale clients. Does that make sense? I deal with all my coaching students. That's why I can only have 400. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm involved. And I think for me, I look at things like, Do I have enough warm leads? Is that important, Chris?
Very.
It's the most important. What is that?
It is the most important.
Number two, am I actively involved in business? How many of your clients don't want to be active anymore?
A lot.
Cool. It's a mistake. What are me and you?
Actively involved.
I'm very active in the core. I run it. I work 60 hours a week. How many hours do you work?
Well, you kind of showed that light to me the other day in a coaching call that I probably do work 60, because when you count all these extra things, it adds up.
Yes. This is an hour of me and you working. If I'm coaching you at night or counseling you late at night, that's working. So I'm a hard 60 and I like it. I believe in wealth and balance. I believe you work hard, you stay out of trouble, your mind doesn't wander, you focus on tasks, but getting a bunch of leads is the secret. Now, this is mostly lenders watching this podcast, correct?
Yeah.
So I believe half realtor, a quarter VIP, a quarter past client. Is that what I teach?
Yes.
So whoever has the best 12 realtors wins. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Now,
I agree.
ask me what the best realtors are.
What are the best realtors?
Gender, age, business values, and life in common. That's the best. So guys deal with guys, girls deal with guys, hang out, golf if you golf, play poker if you play. You got to socialize with realtors. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Now, you were a great loan rep. I was a great loan rep. You're a great wholesaler. I'm a great coach. I mean, I have 38 loan reps, Chris. I just closed 255 loans for 90 million. Am I still active in the mortgage business?
You are very active in that.
Am I still really good at it?
You're very good at it.
Now, you have a retail division. You have how many guys?
16.
And you just closed how many loans?
156.
So you're getting 9 deals per loan rep. I'm getting 6. You're actually a better leader than I am based on the numbers. Do I go by feelings or data?
Data.
So I don't make a lot of life decisions based on my feelings. I have feelings around my data. So the data says I'm bigger than you, but the data says you're a better mortgage man than me because you get more loans per loan rep. You understand that?
Right.
So I think that it's really about generating a good flow of warm leads, whether you're a wholesaler or a coaching company. Like my events are always sold out. So I have an event November 11th to 13th in Phoenix. You'll be at it. It's $5,000 to come. I'll have 145 guests. It'll be sold out. Why?
Well, I think it's the greatest event you could ever go to.
Okay, listen, it'll be sold out because I know the importance is warm leads.
True.
What do I know is number one?
You know the importance of warm leads and to be able to fill the event.
That's the most important thing. So I go out and fill the event. My clients refer me. My coaches refer me. I have 1,000 clients in level 1 and level 2. I move them up to level 3 when they get to 20 million. So warm source of leads is the number one thing in all businesses. Number one for Windsor, for the core, for every mortgage company, warm lead. You agree that's the most important thing?
Most important.
Number 2, active leader. You agree with that?
Yes.
You're active. I'm active. My boss is active. The best loan reps are what? Actively involved or on vacation?
They're actively not on vacation.
Cool. Number 3, you have capital. Who has the most money of every coaching company except Tony Robbins?
Rick Ruby.
I have the most money. So my events cost $1 million. How great are they?
They're fantastic.
Fantastic. I bring in with 145 people paying $5,000. I bring in about 600. So I lose $3 or $4,000 on every event that I take out of my coaching revenue. But you got to have capital to do business well. Do you agree?
I agree.
If you're a loan rep, you got to be able to buy lunch. You got to be able to do gifting. You got to be able to do events that all cost what?
Money.
Now, number 4 that doesn't happen in the mortgage business is uniformity. What does that word mean?
Uniformity is probably tied to process.
It means everybody does everything the same way. It requires processes and systems to have uniformity. Everybody calls the same people on Monday. Everybody calls the same people on Tuesday. The core is a massive amount of processes and systems. You agree?
I do.
Scheduling is part of uniformity. If everybody's in a meeting on time, that's uniformity. And the last thing, of course, is unity. What does unity mean?
That means everybody's rowing in the same direction.
Cool. What is the best famous book or movie about unity?
I don't know.
3 Musketeers.
Why?
All for one, one for all. What was their motto?
All for one and one for all. That is so true.
We want the whole Windsor downline to be all for one and one for all. We want the whole core downline to be all for one and one for all. That means everybody's taking care of each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the mortgage business has a killer, be killed mindset. Do you agree with that?
100% agree.
The wholesale business has a what?
Same mindset.
The coaching business has a what? Kill or be killed. Now, the good news for me and you is what?
We like to kill.
No, we're really good killers. Like, I kill all my competition. Like, any client that talks to somebody else, or like every client I talk to that's in another coaching program comes with me. Why? I'm just better, been here longer. Like, do you know that we've had 767 people make $1 million in 25 years under our program?
That's amazing.
Do you know how many people make $1 million in the mortgage business a year?
I don't. Less
under
than 300. 1%.
Under 300. Under 300 make $1 million. I currently have 165 people in my program out of 400 that make $1 million. So if you want to be big, you got to go where the what?
Where the big guys are.
Where the big people are. So I think that those are the 5 things for me that I look at, whether it's like, I have a guy called me last week that says he's been watching me for 20 years. He owns 4 peptide clinics. Now, I don't know much about peptides. I did some research. You know much about peptides?
Not enough to talk about.
It's like a aging thing. It's like a growth hormone. It's like a healthier version of a steroid. He's like, I want you to coach me. I said, well, I only coach in the mortgage and real estate business. That's not true. I know you've got a wholesaler, you've got some owners, you've got like a financial planner and a plumber. I said, I do have a few people. He said, I want you to coach me. I said, what do you make? He said, we have 4 clinics and we're making $3 million year to date. So he's doing what?
Pretty good.
Spectacular. $3 million year to date. He's doing great. I said, what is your vision? He said, we want 100 locations. I said, I'm not interested. Why?
Not the involvement's not the same.
It's too big. So he has 4 locations and he's making a lot of money. Let's have 8 locations. And he said, that's why I want to hire you as my coach. I need you to shake me up when I'm wrong. Like, wanting 100 locations is like a loan rep doing 10 million saying he's going to do 100 million. You go from 10 million to 15 million, 18 million. You understand? You grow how? Slow or fast?
Slow.
And what does everybody want to do?
Fast.
And what happens when you grow fast?
Fall.
You fall and crash. So I think there are little basics that I hold people accountable to. Like, we set your goal to grow 10% a year. I set my goal to grow 10% a year. We've been around a long time. So, I mean, there are like basic philosophies that win, and there are basic philosophies that win at a high level. Like calling 30 realtors every Monday, what would happen?
Your business would change.
Cool. Now, do realtors change?
It's harder.
No, do they change? Like, do they,
No.
They're great and they're not great? Do they rotate
yeah.
in and out
Sure.
of production?
Sure.
So you got to have a bunch of them. You agree?
Yeah.
And you always got to get new ones. You agree with that?
Always.
Cool.
Because
What else would you like to talk about today? What would you like to talk about?
I think I got a lot of people that are at a spot in their life where they're not ready for level 3, but they're ready for an entry-level coaching introduction. And I think when they think core, they hear about all these level 3 students, right? Which is great. I mean, everybody wants that piece, but like the entry level to coaching, especially in your program, is a great way for somebody to start and get some accountability and some systems.
About 7 years ago, I had a lot of people like, Rick, I don't do 20 million. I'm not at 50 million. I can't be in your coaching. So I said I would start a feeder program. So we currently have what we call the locker room. It's $250 a month. It's live coaching every week from one of my coaches. It's all of our podcasts, all of our modules for training. So we have like a subscription program for $250 a month. We have level 1 for people under 10 million that are from like 2 million to 10 million. They need sales help. So they have a trainer twice a month. We look at their greatness tracker. We look at their lead tracker. We work at their pay log. We get them in a habit of making 75 conversations a week. We get them in a habit of seeing 50, same things you do, but on a more entry-level basis. So we have a sales only level 1 up to 10 million. Level 2, we start working on teams because at 10 million, you got to have a what?
You got to have a team.
You have how many employees? How many in wholesale do you have? How many in wholesale?
Total under 300, just under 300.
Okay, but how many in wholesale do you have?
Around 235.
And then you have about 55 in retail?
Mm-hmm.
So in retail, I have 80. In coaching, I have 100. So I have 108 employees. You can't be big without a really good team, but you can't have a really good team if you have a lot of lead. You agree with that? So
I agree.
my team started with 1. What did yours team start with?
1.
And then it kept growing. You understand that? So as you succeed more, what should happen?
More growth.
Your team should grow. So in level 2, we work on sales and team. Now in level 1, they have a trainer. Level 2 costs $2,250 a month, and you get included to my 2 summits, but it has a coach that makes $1 million. And then over 20 million, we work on sales, team, and money, where we work on your P&L, we work on your savings, we work on your portfolio, your giving. So I think that, I think that I added these levels to grow people to where I want to be. I want to deal with people over 20 million, and my top clients do 250 million. So I have 3 loan reps and 1 realtor that do over 200 million, which is the what?
Top of the top.
Top of the top for being in production. Now, I don't believe in having a lot of salespeople like me and you do. I believe in being the salesperson. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So all my coaches actively sell. All my realtor that does 200, he sells all the 200 million. They have like showing agents and listing assistants, but they do the work. So that's our model. Our specialty is taking people from 20 to 100 million. That's what I really do better than it. I think in life, like, what does Windsor do best? Like, where are you best serving the client?
I think we do the best at being able to make sure that file closes and keep that broker informed so that they can keep selling.
I think for me, I take people from 20 to 100 million. I think I do that better than anybody ever in the history of the mortgage or real estate business. That's my claim to fame. Now, I do all these other things, but that 20 million growing to 100 million, that's my specialty. Does that make sense? Just like I took you 20 million and we went to 100 million and we had this big career. So I think that you have to know what you do well. And I will tell you, closing on time for a loan rep, mandatory. How fast are you clear to close? We're 12 days. What are you?
Yeah, I would say in that range. I need to know that day.
Well, I think that's important. How do what?
I need to know like how many days we average, 15, 16 days.
So I've shown you before that I track all my processors.
Yep. I love this,
Right
by
here.
the way.
Every processor, every one of my 4 locations, how many deals they closed and how fast they were clear to close and how many referrals. I believe in accurate data. How important is data?
It's everything.
Now, what do salespeople hate?
Data.
Data, processes, and systems. You agree?
That's right.
So listen, I grew up winging it. How about you?
Me too.
Now, can you
You've
make
told
a nice
me,
living?
don't
Can
wing
you
it,
make a
Chris.
nice living winging it?
Can get by.
You can make 200 to 300. What can you make winging it?
200 to 300.
You agree?
I agree.
If you're charming and you're tough, you can make what?
200 to 300.
You agree?
I agree.
There's tons of people that make 200 to 300 and they wing it. But if you want to make big money, 5, $1 million, 2 million, it's got to be process, system, and team. You agree with that?
Yes.
So I think that's what I work on. I take the $20 million people that make 250. They're winging it. They're burnt out. They're tired. They're like, I can't get any bigger because I'm in chaos. We tighten up their schedule, tighten up their processes, tighten up their systems, tighten up their daily activities, build them a team, track the money, run a P&L, see what they're investing. I mean, it's a lot. It's a 6-month if you do 20 million and you come with me, it's 6 months of misery. Well, it's probably a lifetime of misery. You agree? Being coached by me is a lifetime of misery.
It's a good misery.
6 months of overwhelming data analytics.
Yes. Yeah. But then
in the long run, you agree?
Yeah.
In the end, it's about wealth and balance. Do you have wealth and balance?
I do.
I
work on it too.
You're married 32 years. You make big money. We're constantly growing. You're having a great year this year, way up from last year. You're up how much from last year?
I'm up 15%.
15%. My mortgage group's up 11%. My coaching business up 25%. My stock market's up 10%. You got to be up. What do you got to be in life?
You got to be up.
I meet so many people that talk about their best years were a year ago. How do you feel about those people?
I feel like they've lost it.
I call them legends. And their numbers in the past always grow from what their reality was. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I got to say, I want to tell you one second before we move on is my son has been helped by Hal for a couple years.
Yeah.
And I finally watched him this month in July, closed over 3 million. And I was like, yeah, finally, right? And he worked hard at it. But one of his big things is that I forced him to start to be in open houses for the last 6 months. Most loan officers feel like open houses are beneath them, that they don't need to do that. And I said, you have no choice. And I watched him grow in his business. Why do you think we're so hard-headed in trying to going back to these basics like you're talking about, or we feel like they're beneath us?
I will tell you this. There's 4 ways to get realtors, and I will go through them with you, okay? The easiest and best way is a buddy lunch. What's a buddy lunch?
Well, it's you and I going out to lunch, and we know each other, but we go out and we work on our relationship.
Well, let me explain something to you. Me and you are tight. We've been friends. We're coach-student. We respect each other's business. We have a great working relationship. When I come to your town, I expect you to bring a couple people to hang out with me, and I expect you to brag about me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you're in my town or when I'm around brokers, you expect me to do shit. So a buddy lunch is not just an introduction, Chris. It's the bragging about the other person. So you go to your best realtor, you say, Chris, you're my best realtor. Nobody refers me better. I need your help. I need you to introduce me a really good guy realtor that you like, that you think I would work with. I want to take you both to lunch, and I need you to brag about it. Do you understand how a buddy lunch works?
I know where you're headed. That is a great lunch, by the way.
Me and you live in the buddy lunch model. You always refer me. I'm always referring Windsor. You're always referring Core. I'm always referring Windsor. I'm getting you clients. You're getting me clients. So we're an expanded version of a buddy lunch, me and you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, second is open houses. I believe you have to go to 100 open houses to start your career. I believe you have to continually go to at least 4 to 10 per month forever. Big loan reps I make go to open houses. It's a way to add new realtors. Now, just so you know, Chris, the death sentence for most loan reps is they get a bunch of realtors, then they don't keep getting new ones. What do you constantly got to do with realtors and loan reps?
Keep getting new.
You got to keep getting new ones. So I love buddy lunches. I love open houses. I also love Tuesday statuses where you call the listing agent. It goes like this. Hey, Chris, you're the listing agent on the Yates Street property. I work for Bob Johnson. He's my realtor. So my job is to keep you status every Tuesday, send you an email on Friday, and we're going to close the loan and get you paid. Got it?
Got it.
Cool. Second call. Hey, Chris, it's Rick. I want you to know that the appraisal came in. It came in at approval. We're clear to close. We're in good shape. You know I'm taking care of Bob, but I'm also taking care of you. No problems. It goes good. See you later. No selling yet, Chris. Third call. Chris, we're going and closing on Friday. How have I done? Have I done a good job?
You've done a great job, Rick. Thanks for
you get this kind of experience with your other lenders?
I don't.
I'd like you to consider me into your stable. Have a good day. Fourth call. Chris, we closed yesterday. How'd I do?
You did great.
You made $15,000. My friend Bob made $15,000. The buyer's super happy. We were all there celebrating. Have I earned a meeting?
Yes.
I want a 15-minute meeting to talk about getting your business. Do you understand the process of a status call?
Yes.
So people don't have a process. Like I have a lot of people teaching Tuesday status calls, a lot of my competitors, but they don't teach the flow and the steps of the Tuesday status call. It's kind of like a football play, a down and out. You run 6 yards, you plant your right foot, you take a 45-degree angle, take 3 steps, and the ball's in. How clear do the steps have to be?
Clear.
And my steps are what?
Clear.
So, number 1, I like buddy lunches. Number 2, I like open houses. Number 3, I like status calls. And the last and greatest game changer of all is what? Whale hunting.
VIPs.
Whale hunting. Whale hunting. Cold call, whale hunting. I believe you got to call 5 big realtors every Friday. So, I believe in buddy lunches. I believe in open houses. I believe in Tuesday status calls. And I believe in whale hunting. I make my clients in level 1, level 2, and level 3 do those 4 things as they are made to do those 4 things. Fine, held accountable, ridiculed, encouraged, begged to do these 4 things. What will they do?
Blow up.
They'll blow up. You agree?
Yeah.
So I think that's the philosophy to adding the core client, which is the realtor.
You know, I've talked to all my loan officers, LP Mama, But one of the questions that just came out on the side in the comment section was, Rick, what's your how do you like to run an open house effectively?
Well, let me help you. There's two styles of working an open house. You team up with the realtor and you stay there for 2 hours and help, or you get in and get out. Now, let me tell you how I work an open house. So I walked an open house. You're the realtor sitting there. Chris, Rick Ruby from Bob's Mortgage Company. I'm so excited to meet. I want to let you know that I have a bunch of pre-approved buyers and I'm previewing properties to see what fits for my buyer. So I'm going to walk to the property and to see if it fits for any of my pre-approved buyers. Then I'm going to leave. So what did I create?
You quite that realtor is questioning like, ooh, I wonder if he has a buyer for this property.
Well, I want the realtor to call me. What do I want?
You want the realtor to call me.
I'm shifting the power. What am I doing?
You are totally shifting the power.
So when you call on the realtor in the open house, he's in power. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But when I tell him I've got a lot of pre-approved buyers and I'm researching properties, it shifts the power to me. So I make the most rookies say they're on a team and their team has a lot of pre-approved buyers. So that's the philosophy going in an open house. You're either working with the good realtor and sitting there for 2 hours greeting and meeting the clients, hope to get some pre-approvals, or you're hitting 4 in a day trying to meet some new realtors. Then, of course, the open house is 4 follow-ups. What's the secret to an open house?
4 follow-ups.
So, Chris, this podcast is important. The people that say, hey, I want to talk about coaching, that's what's really important. So I've got a lot of people watching your podcast. If you go to my website, you talk to one of my salespeople, we'll talk about how my coaching can help you make money. Those people that raise their hand that say they're interested in talking about coaching, they're not ready for coaching, but they'll what, Chris? Talk about it. The realtors that say they're interested in talking about you taking care of their clients, that's all you're shooting for, is somebody interested in a shop. At bat is the key. What's the key?
The key is at bat.
Now, because I've been in the business 42 years and I made $1 million every year since 1995, are my ideas some idea that I heard from somebody else? Or are they proven facts that work?
They're proven facts.
So other people are teaching a lot of my systems and a lot of my stuff, but they don't know the why and the how. You know, it's like I look at like some of the people that think they're in my business. They're not really in the mortgage business anymore. Like, you know, they're just like, you're not in the mortgage business. How can you coach mortgages? They weren't really good at the mortgage business. They were kind of okay with it. Like I was top loan rep in the country, top 100, 15 years in a row, was on lots of magazines. I've spoken at all the conventions throughout my last 25 years. I'm a really good mortgage man right now. Listen, I'll do $1 billion at my group. You'll do about what, 700 million at your group?
In retail, sure. Yep.
That's a lot. You agree?
Yes.
But I do $1 billion is more than a lot of companies do, correct?
Oh,
and I own all my group. So I net about 40 points on my group. I'm really good mortgage man. You agree? My coaching company will do around 17 million in coaching fees this year. Is that a lot?
Wow, that's amazing.
Now, I have expenses. I run about a 50% expense ratio, but you got to look at the results of the people you're hiring. Windsor's been open how
long? Windsor's been open for 8 years.
So 8 years you've been running Windsor Wholesale. You created it. You built it. How many billion do you guys do a year?
We should do 6 to 7 this year.
So 6 to 7 billion puts you in the upper level of wholesalers. Does that make sense? Now, $1 billion puts me in the highest level of branch managers. Your 700 million puts you in the top 2% of all branch managers. I'm in the top 1% of all branch managers. Do you agree? So me and you are literally mortgage experts. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And here's the funny thing. I still love it. I can't tell you how many people have gotten out of the mortgage business. How many loan reps do you think there were during COVID?
Oh my gosh. Tons.
520,000. How many do you think there were last year? 95,000. How many do you think there are today?
70.
81,000.
81. Wow.
Shrinking, and I'm glad. Why? I'm glad.
Less competition.
Honestly, it gets out the junk. I love competing with a really good coach. There just are none for me to compete with. I love competing for loan reps to where they should work. I think I'm the best place for a loan rep to work. I think you would beat me. I think if we were in the same town, I would be very unhappy. Why?
Oh, come on. You'd beat
You would
me every
beat me. You average more loans per loan rep. What is the fact that you're a better
A-
mortgage leader?
average more loans per loan rep.
You would beat me with that statement. I beat coaching people because I've had 767 people make $1 million. I win because I've created the most millionaires, not because I make the most money or I've been doing it the longest. I win because what?
You have the
created
result.
the most millionaires. You're going to win locally. Why? As a branch manager, why?
Loans per loan rep.
I win locally. I just hired 4 loan reps in the last 2 weeks. I've decided to be on this massive 5-year run. Like January was my 65th birthday, and I decided I'm going to have a massive 5-year run. Close more loans than ever, coach more people than ever, create more millionaires than ever, build more wealth for my legacy. So I'm on a massive 5-year run. Now, you're on a massive 10-year run. What are you on?
Massive 10-year.
I can't see 10 years. Why? I'm pretty doggone old. I'm 65 years old. But I will tell you this. You're not the wisest until you're between about 55 and 75. Do you agree with that?
I do.
When is all the wealth built?
Between 50 and 65.
50 and 70. Because the money is compounding. Like you've watched my money explode in the last 10 years. And I was always a good saver. Now let's talk about money. Yeah. I have saved 20% of my paycheck for 39 and a half years. Why do I have a giant portfolio?
Because you save 20% every year.
Now, I'm really simple with the hand that feeds me and the hand that funds me. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So the hand that feeds me, I like 30 realtors. I like past clients. I like VIPs. I like whale hunting. I like to go after databases. I like to do a little social media. So I teach these 6 systems, don't I?
Yes.
Now the hand that funds me, I love half my money in the S&P, 10% of my money in the QQQ, and 10% in 4 blue chip stocks. Is that the only way I invest?
The only way.
Cool. So I sold my house, got a ton of money, sold the house for $15,500, owned it free and clear. How do I put the money in the market?
You layered it in over time.
10 weeks equally into the S&P, 75% S&P, 25% QQQ. Did I set it up into a separate account?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
I want to see the house money grow separately. How much could my mansion have been worth in 5 years?
Maybe 17.
Maybe 20%, 17% more in 5 years, correct?
Right.
What am I expecting this money to do in the S&P and the QQQ?
Grow that per year.
I'm expecting it to grow 11% a year in the S&P, 13% in the QQQ. So with compounding, that account should be up 75% in 5 years. What if I didn't put it in a separate account? What would happen?
You would never know the data.
Cool. So one of the things I do really well is I separate things to track the data. Give an example. I have an office building, rents for $55,000 a month. I net about $32,000 a month. Do I put that in my general account or a separate account?
Separate account.
So I have a Richard Ruby Trust rental properties. I have a Richard Ruby Trust house money. So my building I've had for 8 years. So I just got the P&L on it. I have made $2.9 million in profit on the building. I put that in the S&P over the last 9 years. The account's worth 5.5. Do I get to see that data?
Yes.
Is it simple?
Very.
Because I'm so simple, I'm so much better. Do you agree?
I do.
And it's just little tricks that I've learned about being a capitalist for the last, imagine I've been in the mortgage business for 42 years. I've been saving in the stock market for 39 and a half years. I've been a coach for 25 years. Just the longevity is just what?
It's impressive.
It's unquestionable. Now, ask me why I work so hard. And
why do you work so hard?
I'm on purpose.
Yeah.
Now ask me what my purpose is.
What's your purpose?
Create disciples for Jesus, create millionaires, teach life balance. What do I tell myself every morning in the shower?
I don't know.
Create disciples, create millionaires, teach life balance. My mission, other people's money. My vision, 400 clients at one time making $1 million, 50 loan reps closing 400 loans. I'm on, like, there was a book that inspired me years ago called A Purpose-Driven Life. And it's a book about finding God and finding how you can serve God. And I'm on purpose. Do you agree?
I just love it. How clear you are too.
I know, but you're mostly on purpose. What are you?
I'm mostly on purpose.
You're not always on purpose because you don't have that talk in the morning.
Yeah.
Every morning in the shower, I want you to talk about your purpose, whatever it is. Purpose is why you're on this planet. Now, is providing for your family a good purpose? Yes.
Yes.
So you could provide for your family. You could provide a retirement. You could create a legacy. Whatever your purpose is, it's got to be simple, but you got to be on purpose. So I love Jesus. So I want to create disciples for Jesus. I want to teach people. I'm broken. You're Lord God. Please save me. Give me a path to follow. I want to create millionaires where people can change the planet because the haves take care of the have-nots. And I want to teach life balance. Now, I'm a big fan of the word rich and wealthy. Why?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to lead this in. I know the difference. I don't like rich, but I love wealthy. And there is definitely a big difference.
Rich is talked about in the Bible and wealthy is talked in the Bible. It says in the Bible that a rich man could never get into heaven harder than it is to get a camel through the eye of a needle, which would be impossible, wouldn't it?
Right.
Well, let me explain how that parable works. In the old days on the palaces, there was a door this high, 4 foot high on the side of the palace that the camels got in. How did the camel get in a 4-foot door?
I don't know. Kneel.
Camel can walk on its knees. What can a camel do?
Walk on his knees.
So how does somebody with money get into heaven?
Walk on his knees.
On his knees, which is a form of the most important word in the world, which is surrender. What's the most important word?
Surrender, for sure.
You're mostly surrendered to my authority. What are you?
I'm mostly surrendered.
That's the truth.
It is the truth.
Now,
I'm getting better.
I know. Listen, you're having a great year. You're crushing it. We've had to knock you around a little bit this year because you make so much money. You understand? I don't blame you for struggling being under authority. It's hard to have somebody telling you what to do when you're doing so well. But that's really the secret for a pro athlete winning, isn't it?
It is 100%.
To be under authority. So I think surrender leads to being under authority. I think that's a secret. I think number 2, clear vision. You agree, you clearly know where you're going. We know what number you're chasing, correct?
Yep.
Now, I think number 3, you got to have a really good plan.
Yeah.
And if somebody has been in the business 42 years and always makes a lot of money and has a ton of people made a lot of money under authority, do I have a really clear plan?
Yes.
Do you think there's any coaching company that doesn't copy my plan?
I think there's a lot that copy your plan.
They all what? Copy some of my plan because they all spent time as my students for between 4 and 10 years, correct?
Yep.
So listen, they can copy the same plan, but they don't understand how the plan was designed or how I created it or why I created it, as I've explained some things today. So I think the hand that feeds you, the hand that funds you, build a good team, manage good data. It sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
Ask me how you get it all done.
How do you get it all done?
A really printed, simple schedule. Every minute of every day, me and you live on a schedule. You agree?
I do.
Now, do you think most of the people listening to this print their schedule or schedules in their phone?
I think schedule's in their phone.
Cool. Can they see it all day long?
They could if they went to that screen.
Well, I know, but they can't have that screen open all day long. What can't they do?
They can't have that screen open all the time.
So with us, because our schedule is printed in hard paper, we can look at it all day and take notes. So these are like a bunch of little things that I do really well is why I do so well and why you do so well. And listen, we're both like, you understand that 10% of the world makes 100 grand. Did you know that?
Yep.
Did you know that 3% makes 300? 1% makes 500. 1/10 of 1% makes $1 million. That in the mortgage business. There's crazy. 300 people that make $1 million, and me and you have done it for a long, long time. We're just better at it. What are we?
We're good at it.
We're not better people. We're better at it. What's the truth?
That's the truth. We're just
better. We're not
at
better than other people. We're better at this than other people. I'm better at mortgage coaching. Me and you both are better mortgage men. You're a better wholesaler than most people. We're both okay husbands. You agree?
Yes.
Why?
We're working on it.
We're working on it, but we're a little selfish. What are me and you? What are all salespeople?
A little selfish.
And what happens when we make a little money? Oh my God!
It goes to crap.
Oh, it goes to our head. You agree?
Yes.
You know, we both read John Maxwell every day, correct?
Yes.
And who was a great spiritual leader in the world of business, correct?
Yeah. And guys, he's talking about this book right here, Leadership and Promises for Every Day. If you don't have it, go get it. This is a game changer.
So I read it every day, and I write on the bottom what it said on my schedule. And today it said, stay humble and honor God. Is that important for me and you?
Very.
Now, then I read the proverb every day, and it said, keep your mouth from perversity, no corrupt talk. I can have some corrupt talk. I can be a little rude. Sometimes I can push the envelope too hard. Like, we have to work on our talk and our behavior. Do you agree? Me and you are both works in progress. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
I probably need to live to be 150 years old to be a great person. How about you?
Me too.
I wish I changed faster. Do you wish that?
I wish I did. I wish I did.
And we are. Listen, me and you are what they talk about in the Bible of iron sharpening iron. You know, I'm just still a little harder iron than you are. What am I?
Yeah, you're a little harder iron.
So we're having a lot of fun.
Yep.
I think we're making a lot of differences, changing the planet, making some money along the way. All good things. Do you agree?
I agree. Hey, in closing, let's talk about the summit. It's a great event. It's not cheap, but it is one of the greatest events. And if someone was listening to this and you're like, should I go or not? Why should they go?
Well, let me tell you, I will have about 420 of my clients that all pay me either 25 grand a year or 40 grand a year. So we don't do any selling at the event. We do all teaching. And it is going to be November 11th to 13th. I only allow 145 guests. I've already got 65 signed up already. So I'm already halfway there. It's $5 grand to come. It comes with great breakfast, great lunch, great dinner, parties every night. Everybody in the room does over 20 million. So what's the first spectacular thing about it? Everybody in the room is what?
You're in the right room and they're doing over 20.
And everybody in my program is transparent. What does that mean?
That means they share.
Numbers and system. What do they share?
Numbers and systems.
So because it's November, we'll do goal setting, we'll do business planning, we'll do 5-year vision work, we'll do systems and processes for sales team and money. I don't bring in outside speakers. I let my coaches that make 1 million to 10 million, they're the speakers. So you're hearing from people that are in the program, their journey, how they do it, systems. I mean, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I wanted to have something that I felt was a riot, just a blast. That was just such a supercharge for 6 months. So we do it twice a year. We do it at great resorts. We'll be at the JW Marriott Desert Highland, which is a great property. On Wednesday, we recreate all day. So we do golf. We do poolside chats. We do walks. We do hardcore exercise. We do yard games. So we recreate on Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, we have a fun dinner and a little party. Then we work super hard on Thursday. Big party Thursday night. Work hard Friday. Big party Friday night. Everybody going some on Saturday. So it's limited. It's not a sell fest. So because I only have 145 guests, all the guests are either move up from level 1 or level 2 or referred in by people. And listen, you always have 5 to 10 guests at the summit, and your guests are great. But for me, I don't want to go to an event where they say you got to buy something else to get something. Our workbook is 3 inches thick, and I teach everything I teach at the summit. So if you're a good self-implementer, you can go implement all my stuff. So I want my events to be standalone and my coaching just to be accountability to implement everything from the events. But I will tell you this. I just celebrated my 25-year anniversary and my 50th event. And just so you know, we've been sold out. The last 47 events in a row have been what?
Sold out.
Impressive. So for 23 years from the beginning, first year and a half, we've been sold out every event. I don't want to get big. I want to get better. So I will take out 145 guests. I will take the best and brightest 20 students. What will I take?
The best and brightest 20 students.
My clients will all do a 2-year graduation, a 5-year graduation, a 10-year graduation, a 15-year graduation. You've been my student for how long?
Whew. Almost 15, I think.
It's 14 years you've been my student, paying me 40 grand a year to give you advice and take care of you. Like the testimony that you can stay a student from making when you first started 280 grand to now as big as you are as a giant multi-million-dollar earner with a giant bank account. It's a great testimony to both of us. Your ability to be a student and my ability to evolve and change, because you wouldn't have stayed if I wouldn't keep what?
Pushing me.
No, if I wouldn't keep getting better. So I keep getting better. You keep getting better because we're iron sharpening iron. So as I'm coaching all these top producers, I keep changing my skill set to stay ahead of you all. Does that make sense?
Makes
You know, it's like I get a lot of past clients come back and they're always better the second time around. You know, like they're all like, oh, I don't make as much money as when I was with you. That's why you stay with me. But I think that I don't find many great events. I find a lot of good events.
Yeah.
How would you call our event? Good or great?
Oh, it's great.
So I
look
think
forward to
we're
it every
sold
year.
out. So if you do over 20 million, you should come with me. If you do less than 20 million, you should talk to my team, figure out how we can plug you in. But here's the thing. If you're not interested in relationships, Chris, are me and you interested in them?
No.
As a wholesaler, do you want people that don't have a relationship with you and your team?
Right. No.
As a coach or a mortgage man, I don't want people that don't have relationships. Now, just so you know, I'm going to close in this. Your future is going to be replaced by a robot, or you're going to be in relationship with realtor and client. I believe every client deserves a live consultation. That I meet with you and your wife. We talk about your options. We talk about how to get a mortgage. I look at your finances. So there's a presentation and a consultation. I believe most people do a presentation. I think people with me do a live consultation. I think you give wholesalers a live consultation. I give coaching students a live consultation about their vision and how my system can make their vision come true. But remember this, at the end of the day, we're only as good as the person in our head. So I try to have God, my wife, and my mentor. Chris, who do you try to keep in your head?
Like my wife, my God, and you.
And I appreciate that, and I wanted to end on that. So listen, you better be using Windsor, and you better hire the real deal, the core training. Thank you, Chris, very, very much. See you all later.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, guys. Please like and share this. We appreciate you.